taking notice.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my pressure.
honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, 580. 49. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 15. Deuce. Come back. He's coming. We got double up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
No. Attack. 36. Hey, 43.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eye down these two. There's a wide right.
I smell fear in that offense.
Check. Crunch. Hey, 57. Check 26. Check. Hot route. Hot. Watch the edge.
Kamara try the right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Oh, yeah. Oh, attack. Here we go again. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hey.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down. Yards there.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They run. Cook fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go. Check nickel. Check 50. Check 50. Check 9.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
He's checking.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really great play defensively. On second and 12, Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Frank Clark. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Ready?
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Hold on these two.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Get in the weight room. Hey, 43. Mike, 48. Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Check three. Switch.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Here we go. Alert 3. Hey, check 24.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, Artie.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
15. 15, yellow, 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 yellow.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, Charlie. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Come back.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, 57, 57.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
On second down, Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Cook following the penalty. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Spons! No. Check. Begin. Echo. Slam. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Check the backer.
A little juke. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 39 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready?
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson from the shotgun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the ship. Yeah. Hey, watch the ship.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, all day, baby. Get nowhere. Going nowhere. Here we go. Set the flag. Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch one.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
49. Delta. Mike, 49.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go! First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Here we go. Set. Mike, fix the elbow. It's going to be a long rest. Check 9, check 9. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Back, back, back. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Wide, get wide. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What we got?
From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
On second down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down.
Here we go, 15 on it, 15 on it.
I'm trying to collect.
Switch. Alert 3, go.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Set, ready. 8 to Gator. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You. Hayward.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, check.
Hey, Mike's 50.
I want that.
Get ready.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm going to run you over.
Jackson now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Take 4. Shift. Bang. Tight dog.
Watch it.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because we see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
15.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
I'm coming for you.
Orbit.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
I'm coming.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 31. Check 31.
15.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, color.
Yo, shift. Check safety.
15. First hit.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And Butker able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sponge!
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Check the backer.
Go. 6 guys.
Kill.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Attack! 49's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Shift. Protein spill. Shift.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
18.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
61. Matchbox. Light. 50. Yellow. Deuce. Attack.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They can't start the franchise.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Motion, motion. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game in 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now this throw caught left side. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Cook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Okay. Wide, get wide. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Yeah. He's checking. Crash. Watch single.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.